Recording.
So we are.
We are. We are.
So this is awkward. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's only been, a couple of minutes since the last time I saw all you guys out there.
All
Each-
five of you.
Each like a couple of. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while. I don't remember when our last show was. I think it's slowly taking longer and longer for us to do this.
But we're trying.
We're trying. We're here and we're trying.
We're here and we're trying, right?
Welcome to the 4th episode of Fullscreen Freakout.
Are we only on 4 episodes?
Well, we could say 6, but there's all that point shit that I just don't want to. I don't want to have to justify. So we're at number 4.
That's disgusting.
Are you disgusted?
I am disgusted that we have only put out 4 episodes on a project that started in
Like a half a year ago.
Yeah, like 6 months ago. We're not even averaging one show a month.
No, we do have 6 episodes, or 6 shows. They're just not. Or do we?
Okay,
I don't even
great.
know anymore. I don't know. I'm making shit up. I'll look it up later.
Great. So even then, we're averaging 1 show per month on a show that's supposed to be recorded once a week.
How was I supposed to know that I'm actually busier than I thought I was, and that our schedules actually suck ass? How was I supposed to know that our schedules suck ass?
No one was supposed to know. But I was just saying, if we were an emulator, we'd be playing the game at 0.25 speed. Could you imagine playing like Pokemon Red or Blue at 1/4 overall speed?
I can't say that I can, because I've only played 2 minutes of that game. So I guess I could. I could imagine that. It would take me, 8 minutes to do it. I think I could spare 8 minutes. I think we're having a problem at the studio. It's choking on. Hold on, I got one for you here.
Oh, don't do it, don't do it, don't. My girlfriend might see this show. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, guys. Wow, that is a lack of professionalism on my part. I formally apologize for all nasty old man coughing sounds that I've made in the past few seconds.
Jeez, nasty old man. Well, I realized that I didn't tell anybody that the show was happening. Not that it makes a huge difference, but I'll send a tweet.
Tweet? We're on Twitter.
We've been
Are
tweeting since the beginning.
Oh, I see. Oh goodness, I shouldn't really be eating these salted plums because that's what's causing me to cough. But I'm just so damn hungry.
And I have the wrong makeup.
So we're live and we have dead air.
Yep. we haven't talked.
Like
We haven't talked for a really, really long time, and we are saying nothing.
I know, right? It's like, what's there to say? He went to China. I got promoted. He's been lazy. I've been overworked.
Yes.
So.
Been lazy and overworked. That's not a good combination.
Wait, that's an impossible combination. How are you gonna be lazily overworked?
Just depends on how you do the work and how long it takes to get it done.
All right, so for the people out there that don't know, Utterly Master Boo is
I'm a master now.
I'm trying to think of a very witty way of he's the guy.
Oh, we're trying to put the race back into this.
No, that'll come later naturally.
Okay.
But in tradition of his racial and ethnic background, he does do massaging. He's
I don't know how traditional it is. There's only maybe 1 or 2 other Asian people I actually work with. Everybody else is white.
Are you sure? Because there is 4 massage parlors down that way, and they're all Asian.
You live a lot closer to Asia than I do.
I live a lot closer to the ocean than everyone else. Like, my neighbor, north, south, east, and west is the Pacific.
Your neighbor Totoro.
Yes.
All right, let's let us talk of gamage.
Yes, let's talk a gamage.
What have you been
games
playing lately?
How is I was going to ask you.
Well, my list is very long. There have been many, many games. Just because so much has come out, and on top of so much coming out, there's been a lot of nostalgia in my life lately. I've been playing a lot of games.
Now, when you say a lot of games, are we talking dozens?
Well, this is not an all-inclusive list, but
All right.
okay, I guess I am starting. Fine.
See how I flipped that on you? That was great. Oh, man. That's why I'm
So-
management.
Battlefield 3's Aftermath, the latest DLC, came out in November.
Okay.
And definitely needed to play a lot of that because they finally added a crossbow to the game. And the crossbow, instead of having alternate firing patterns like a typical assault rifle or such, where it's 3-round burst or single shot or full auto, it has different types of arrows that you can unlock through achievements, like an explosive arrow, a sniping arrow, an arrow that can see where the shit you are, and a regular arrow that is really satisfying to just lay into somebody.
Okay.
So I've been playing a lot of that lately, and I still suck at Battlefield, so that hasn't changed. My score is still pretty terrible, but it's fun. I finally got around to playing Halo 4. I got halfway through with it. I don't have an Xbox, so I haven't been playing it here. I've been playing it at a buddy's house, which is one of the reasons it's not complete yet. But yeah, finally got around to that. A couple weekends ago, I was in the Firefall beta weekend. They're still not open beta just yet, but I got to play around with it a little bit. Really, really buggy, but it has a pretty interesting system. Although, if they don't add a little bit more content by the time it's actually released, I think I'm going to be bored to tears pretty quickly with that game. The mechanics themselves are pretty fun, though. You have a jetpack. It's a third-person shooter MMO. RPG MMO.
Okay.
With jetpacks. All kinds of different guns and everything. Very futuristic. I guess that's where the jetpack comes in. But it's pretty fun. I got hooked up into the Far Cry 3 craze. I haven't played the other two, but Far Cry 3 has definitely taken up a lot of my time. It is a lot of fun. And except for some of the... Well, it is a game, but some of the non-realistic parts, like putting 2 entire clips of an assault rifle into a tiger's head and still having it jump at my face and eat me. That seems kind of weird.
Yeah. Because, I really don't like games like that. You just empty 2 full clips into a tiger's head and things like, I'm still biting you. You're like, if you took 2 full clips of anything, if a bear took 2 full clips IRL, it might still bite you, sure, but it's not going to be biting you after that. It'll probably land on you and crush you, but I don't know.
These tigers are tenacious, to say the least.
Our rivals, the tenacious back alley gentlemen.
That sounds like you're going to need a lot more lube for that one. Got around to playing Forge, because Forge, I was going to say this in a previous episode that never aired because it never was recorded and never actually happened. Forge was on Greenlight for Steam. I was going to promote it, and it seemed like it was unnecessary because it made it to Steam anyways. And the first half of December, you could buy one and get a free copy. So I got one, and I gave away my free copy. And it's hard as balls. It is shit hard. Holy crap, there's a really high learning curve to that game.
So let me get this straight. You purchased a copy. You got a free copy. You gave that free copy away, and you found out the game was really, really hard. And why didn't you give me a free copy of this game?
I only had one free copy.
Who'd you give the free copy to?
My cousin as a Christmas gift.
Out of all the things that were on sale for Steam, you gave your cousin a free code for a game that was pretty cheap to begin with.
That's how I stay rich, my friend.
How much does your mic cost again?
Let's not go into that.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay.
I practically had to sell my car. There was quite a few ramen nights after I got after I got this, before and after I got this mic.
God.
Let's just say that.
Ramen right now sounds fucking delicious. Oh, I'm sorry. I was supposed to cut back on language, but
Let loose.
no, I wasn't. Fuck it. Continue.
Let's see what else. Also got Chivalry when it came out, which is a first-person medieval combat game, massively, well, not really massive, but arena-based combat game, team-based. Pretty fun, kind of like War of the Roses that also recently came out, and Mountain Blade. Very satisfying to throw a javelin into somebody's face. That one did not come with a free copy.
That's alright.
But next time a free copy comes out, I'll think of you.
No, don't think of me. It's too late. This relationship's over. I quit.
Okay then. Well, that's permission
thanks
right there.
everyone for coming out. That's our show.
I won't have to think of him in the future. There we go.
No, you won't. Nah, you won't. It's alright though. So, any other games?
Oh yes, of course. XCOM, when that came out, I spent a bajillion hours into that. That is another hard as shit game. Had a little bit of bugs to it that were kind of weird, where it would tell you had 100% chance to hit somebody, and then it would show your character shooting off into the distance in a random direction and completely missing. That was kind of weird, but I forgave it a little bit. Never actually ended up finishing it, but I got pretty far in it before I got hooked up into other games, and then that was before I went to China.
I see.
And sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, and you and I have been playing Terraria.
You know,
Finally playing Terraria again.
I didn't really want people to know that, but thank you.
Hey,
What?
it's you got to fess up to the games, man.
The hell I do. Got to tell you what I ate for lunch.
No, that has nothing to do with the show.
Exactly. I rest my case.
I don't understand. I just
No,
don't.
I'm just being a fuddy-duddy.
Fuddy Duddy. Is that an old man game that I didn't know about?
I feel like it should be a candy, actually.
A candy Terraria.
No, fuddy-duddy.
It does kind of sound like a candy, but it sounds like a nasty. Like it would be like regular licorice flavored.
Yeah, old time
With
ice
like
cream shop.
with like a weird chocolate coating. Be pretty gross. The Fuddy Duddy.
As long as it had the alternate use of being put into like a BB gun and fire.
Do it. What was that gun from A Christmas Story?
Oh,
A Red Ryder.
Red Ryder gun.
A Fuddy Duddy. You can eat it, or you can put it in your Red Ryder and just shoot somebody within the ass.
I'll just use it for the Red Ryder.
Just pop a bitch in the ass.
Drive-by candy crimes increase 200%.
That's what my one of my elementary skills would have been like.
Oh, dude.
Drive-by candy and.
I was gonna say it's a little too soon, man.
Oh yeah.
You're a dick. You're a huge dick. I just want that on record. That way I stay consistent.
Oh, that was in elementary school, wasn't it?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, okay. I must clarify that most of the news I get is from my clients. I don't listen to the news. I don't see it anywhere. I hear it offhand from my clients.
Okay.
And when they're talking about it, they're usually pretty relaxed.
You
I'm not going to stop a massage and be like,
You
What
realize
did you
you're
just
really
say?
not helping yourself. You're so relaxed. Oh man, did you hear about that tragedy? God,
well, that's the thing. I mean, the way you receive, I think the way you receive news has a way to change how you perceive news.
Oh, we ladies and gentlemen, we just hit our first tangent of the show.
Oh, that's true.
Keep scoring. Well, I'll agree with that. I will agree with the way the news is delivered has an immediate effect on your perception of said news.
And when you get news from a client, it really makes it sound like shit happened 5 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about all that.
Of course
I
not.
guess
You work at a fucking coffee shop. Everybody's all wired and grumpy.
no. You get every type of person in there. Come on, gotta go. Give me my fucking coffee. And then you'll get like an old man. He's like, "Can you put some ice cubes in it? It's too hot." You're like, "It's fucking coffee, dickhole."
Get an older version of Deckard Cain comes in.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'd like some coffee with my demons today. Diablo is near. I need the energy to keep me lively.
Like, you get all sorts of people there. Like, you'll have a line 20 people deep, and you'll have someone who's like, you would not believe my day. Insert 5-minute long rant. You're sitting there, you're like, what can I get for you today?
If you could just look behind you.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, you over there. Carl. Oh, shit. You have to cut that. You're not supposed to know what coffee shop I'm at. Oh, shit.
Fired. You're fired.
Fired for like the third consecutive time. Anyway.
How do you even have the budget to keep doing this show? Oh, that's right. I pay for everything.
Yeah, that's low blow. When you started the show, I was at a very low point in my life. All right, I had no job, no girlfriend. I guess I had a job. I ended up quitting it, and then I got my current job, and then I got promoted at my current job. So when you were all starting this whole damn thing, I had about $40.
But a lot more time.
Yeah, and a lot more time, obviously. But the thing was, like, I could have bought the camera that you got me, but then I couldn't eat. Like, not even ramen. Because I think this camera was $35 on special.
Oh, you're in Hawaii. Just jump in the ocean and spearfish. Come back with it.
Right, and while I'm at it, go in my backyard and pick a pineapple off my tree. I got it. Right. It's that easy. But anyway, I digress. I like how we definitely got away from that god-awful tragedy discussion about the poor school. I already said it like last week, but I'll say it again. Hearts and prayers go out to the family of that shooting.
There's a lot of stuff like that happening lately.
But let's not focus on that. Let's talk about gaming. Let's talk about escapism and alternate realities and 3D tits, like everyone wants to, hear about when we talk about our show, when we talk in our shows.
The more they sway, the better. Speaking of, I was also got back into my JRPG kick. It was a game that got released in Japan a few years ago and then recently came to America called Xenoblade for the Wii. And when is
there any tie to the Xenogears?
No, it has its own unique story. It doesn't have anything to do with SquareSoft or the Xenosaga that I forget what company that is.
I immediately don't like it. I'm the biggest hater. How dare you? It's like coming out with Final Almost Fantasy 3.
Has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
However.
Yes. However.
It did come out about a year ago, and what kind of spurred me from it is not a TGS podcast, but something from the game station. Well, from OMFG Kata, Jesse Cox. What was it? I can't quite remember the date. It was a few weeks ago, before Christmas. On a weekend, he decided it was the 21st anniversary for Final Fantasy. Now that you mention it, and he decided to commemorate it. He was going to stream an entire weekend of non-stop playing, start to finish, Final Fantasy 6 or 3, if you guys are US Super Nintendo players.
Or if you guys are just people on the internet that like to argue about shit.
3-6.
It's the same fucking game. Anyway.
So, I caught it the stream midway. I couldn't stop watching for 3 hours, just seeing it all, and just thinking, I really want to play this, but I can't stop watching. Watching. So I had to get back into the JRPGs. So I remembered that a year ago, Xenoblade came to America. So I decided to look it up. Lo and behold, they stopped printing it. So I found one of the only ones left in my area, drove over by car, skateboard, camel. I think I was on a horse at one point. And then started playing it. Xenoblade. I would recommend it if you can find it. I haven't played... Well, I've played several hours into it. It's one of those games that it is an RPG, obviously, JRPG. It is an RPG. It doesn't have random encounters. All the encounters are in the world, and a lot of them you can choose to run around.
Mm-hmm.
And then scripted fights and all that kind of stuff. But there's also a whole bunch of like side quests that you can do that are actually not so out of the way that you feel overwhelmed by them. And I like that. I spent a lot of time doing those. And I also got another one that I haven't... another couple, actually. It spurned another lose all my money and eat more ramen deal, where I ended up buying The Last Story, which I'm pretty excited about, another JRPG, and Dawn of Mana for the PS2.
Any relation to the Secret of?
It does in fact have a relation to it.
Oh,
though
shit.
It's on its own little trilogy.
Ryan already approves of this game.
It has its own... I don't want to say it has its own world, because I think it shares the same world as the Seiken Densetsu 1 through 3 series, but it has its own arc, because it's the second in another trilogy. The other two are for the DS, which I don't have, but I'm told, or I read up on them a little bit, and they sounded like shit anyways, so I don't feel like I'm missing out too much. But Dawn of Mana is a kind of 3D. I think it still has... I haven't played it yet, but as far as I've seen, it looks like it still has the same relative combat system, except it's in a slightly 3D environment. Okay. So I'm pretty excited to start working on that as well. But as I've been mentioning, I've been playing so many other games, and still so many more that are in the pipe. It's overwhelming.
In the pipe. Okay.
I've played a bunch more than that, but it's been just kind of scattered. Oh, Castle Crashers finally working for my computer. Before it had it's still Xbox Live. It's a up to 4-player kind of beat 'em up game. There is a level system to it, but it has kind of a linear story progression. A lot of dirty humor. More like fart stuff than anything.
Oh, that's not the best kind.
It's... Sorry, no bouncing boobs in this one. It is pretty fun, though. Maybe I'll see if I can get you a copy, and you can join my significant other and I in the playing.
In the playing. So you want me to be a third wheel? How cute.
Third knight.
Yeah.
We're knights in this game.
I'm the guy that goes off, and you guys go investigate the inn, and then...
Well,
go fight fucking monsters and shit. And you guys
it's one of those games where we all have to be on the same screen, so you'll always be with us.
That's not awkward or anything.
Don't think about that too hard.
Yeah.
But in short, those are the those are the games that I've been playing since the last time I've seen any of you guys. All 4 or 5 of you that I expect will be watching the first 10 minutes of this show. What have you been playing lately?
I have...
Oh, and MechWarrior Online, go ahead.
Oh, yes, MechWarrior. Yeah. I tried to play MechWarrior.
Well, you gotta let me know, man.
I don't have to let you know crap.
So we can like play together, and I can accidentally shoot you in the core.
That's so awful. Don't want to do that. As Mr. Boo has leaked, I've been playing a little bit of Terraria. I really appreciate that it's not the Minecraft interface, it's more of Soldat, where it's side-scrolly and movably and stuff like that.
Well, it's a lot more action-oriented. The combat system's so much better in Terraria.
Oh yeah, because that's from Soldat. So anyway, I digress. I've been playing that. I've also been playing... I've been playing League of Legends more, and I've been playing ranked 5s with my new teammate, His name is Gibbles and Bits, and he rounds out our 5-man squad. So like we've been practicing. We haven't been practicing as much like as recent because I've obviously been working about 60 hours a week on average, and to be honest, I'm just too tired when I come home. That's why my apartment's in complete disarray. Like I could.
That blank wall is so messy.
That is without a doubt
The cleanest part of the apartment.
the only reason why that wall is clean is because I can't store dishes on it. Give me a couple more weeks, I'm gonna try.
You just install some racks.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I don't want because I want to do that now. It's just so I
Some
can put
shelving
dishes
units.
up there. Right. But anyway, League of Legends came out with their season 3 patch, or is it season 2? I don't know. It's season 3. I'm sorry, and basically changed the entire game. It still has it's still the same game, but they made a major overhaul in terms of build diversity, item builds, and stuff like that. It's now more play style oriented instead of just watch what the pros do and then copy that. That still works fine. You'll still fucking smash and leave carnage and whatever in your wake if you do that, but it still allows more creativity in your playing. Now you don't have to be put in this concrete role of I have to build this because all these pros build it, right? You'll probably end up building it anyway, but you still have the option in terms of how you get there, which is the best thing about it. The easiest way I can really equate to it is like, let's say you're having a nice bowl of, let's say you're having a big Denver omelet. I'm talking like ham, bell peppers, cheese, and eggs, and you're like, man, that's pretty good. Denver omelets are delicious. And then now you put sriracha on it, right? And now it's the same omelet, just a little spicier, right? That's the best way. It's same game, a little bit hotter, no problem. Still fun, still delicious. Yeah, that was actually fucking pretty good. I like that.
Do you want me to save that for later?
But which one? I forgot it already.
That's okay. That's okay because we recorded it. We could remix it into a song if you wanted.
I was gonna say put it in like a public speaking.
Public speaking.
Yeah,
It is a public speaking demo.
Like, tell me, imagine if you can, your life
As a Denver omelet.
as Denver. And
Now with this new
7
program, we're adding sriracha.
is a sriracha bottle. What happens? Anyway, I digress. I haven't been playing StarCraft 2 at all this entire ladder season. It kind of makes me sad because I love that game.
It's okay, I don't think I played it since, what is it, the end of the first year it came out.
But I do have to get ready for Heart of the Swarm. I have to. I'm just so far behind that I might have to go casual with it.
We got 3 months. You got 3 months to build up that clicking muscle because it comes out March 12th.
I have the clicking muscle. I don't have the other muscles involved. I can click just as fast as all of them. I'm clicking right now. Clicky, clicky, clicky. What I can't do is move and click at the same time while looking around. I just can't do it. I'm still going to play it, but I don't think I'll play it nearly as hard as I will be playing LoL, especially since I have a squad of distinguished back alley gentlemen.
Alley back, you're turning into a boy band. The alley back gentleman.
'Cause I got first blood. Anyway, no more singing from Ryan ever again, please and thank you.
It'll happen next time.
Probably. If we get
Ryan's open mic
25,
night.
yeah, if we get 25 subscribers, I will sing one Disney song of the viewer's choice. 25 subscribers. That is like, that's like getting a blowy on the side of the street for $5. That is
That is 2 whole minutes of me walking out of the room.
Hey, dude, I got a good
Or do I have to, for these 20, for 50 subscribers, I will sing accompaniment.
Nice. Like, I'll be Aladdin, you'll be Jasmine. There you go.
God damn it, I really didn't think that one through.
Yeah, you sure didn't.
Okay, for 75, they can choose the song.
No, I said it first.
God damn it. God damn it.
Arabian Princess. You're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be all on the interwebs.
I need a few more years for my hair to get that long again.
Well,
Oh.
I was just gonna say you need like an operation to get some boobs, but
No, I'm working on those. I just need to eat a few more cheeseburgers.
oh god,
I gained so much weight when I was in China. It
well,
was depressing. Walking around, like, they talk about that when people go on vacation. They're like, oh, we walked around so much, it didn't make a difference. No, I was doing all kinds of shit walking. I was walking up the Great Wall. I was walking around Tiananmen Square, Forbidden City, all that. I'm going to say bullshit, but it really was fun. But no, I gained 10 pounds in the first week. I was there for 2 weeks.
Fudge that.
There was no fudge.
All right. Well, okay, fuck that. Even though there might not have been any fucking, but all right. You were in China and you walked the Great Wall. You didn't build it, but I guarantee you, if you built the Great Wall of China, you would not have gained that much weight.
I guarantee you, if I was one of the people building the Great Wall, I'd probably be dead by now.
Just invent time travel, and I don't know. I got nothing. I'm also looking at my new phone. That's a good update. I got a Galaxy Note 2.
Oh yeah. How is the Galaxy Note 2?
It is awesome. It's really big.
It's really shiny.
Oh, is it shiny? I can't see it on the call.
You get it.
Oh, shiny. Oh, it's because it didn't get to autofocus. That's why. So
Like, let me just put a flashlight up to the camera. It's really
like
it's
it's
bright.
really huge. It's like the size of my head in camera. Actually, it's pretty close. I can't imagine just hello. I need to moshi. I don't know. I actually bought it just so I could like play emulators while I'm on I don't shut up. Anyway, so I can watch Netflix while I'm on break. Got it so I can have a better camera, stuff like that. People are like, why did you get that big a phone? Why don't you just get the iPhone 5? And I'll tell you why. I don't know. I saw that big screen and I wanted that one.
It was the first one I saw.
Yeah, and it was cheap. Kind of. It was really expensive, actually. I'll be paying for it over months and months.
He just bought a bag of rice. He's gonna have a teaspoon of it a day until he can afford regular food again.
I could buy a scooter, or I could have bought that phone. Like, I had my choice of buying a moped or that phone, and I chose the phone.
Good choice. Good choice.
I think so. It also comes with a new number that I have to update you with. You can use both numbers, Mr. Wu, and there's no I will have that phone on me at all times.
Okay.
The old phone will be transitioned into I would like to leave it at home so that my bosses can't get in touch with me. I said that on show, but yeah.
Hey,
What?
This is your free time right now. This is playtime. You gotta separate the work and the home.
Well, this is work. I'm just not getting paid for it yet.
Well, I'm not. Okay, I guess I am trying to contact you at all weird hours of the day, but I'm not asking you to come in. I'm asking you to get lazy at home in front of your computer and talk about games.
Yeah, right. You aren't asking when I can come in the direct sense of when can you come in and work. You're asking me like, hey, what do you mean by a day off? Can you come in on your day off and work? Talk at a screen for 20 hours or whatever. I don't even know how long it takes for a show.
Well, our last one was just like 1 hour of actual game talk and then an hour of just random stuff.
Well, yeah.
To which I got a question from a potential prospect of another person who wants to potentially be on the show. If they needed to know anything about working on an ambulance to be on the show.
Wait. I'm sorry. No comprende. Uh, say that one more time.
Okay, so one of the people that is a candidate for being another, well, I guess I should say a guest on the show,
Mm.
was inquiring if he needed any EMT background to be on the show because of how much we talk about it.
Well,
I informed him he did not need any prior knowledge.
you could have messed with them so hard on that. You can ask them what the ABCs were, and how do you get traction on a compound brake. Oh man, man, you could have
Trick question.
shut up. They don't need to know that. Because if you anyway.
Anyway, so what else have you been playing lately?
That's pretty much it. I gave Mech Warrior beta, the closed beta, a try, and I realized you have to put money into it in order for you to enjoy the beta. So I stopped playing it.
Well, it's more that it's just a slow start. Like before, several patches ago, because they patch it every Tuesday. The money system was a lot different. You earned a lot more by a regular play than you do now. Now you have to play a decent amount or do really, really well in a few games to make a lot of money, in-game currency, to buy another mech and to buy the weapons for that mech and everything. So it is kind of a slow start, but once you get what you want to use, then it's a lot more fun after that.
Okay.
You don't need extra currency, but it does speed things up a little bit. But it is, it is free to play, so there's microtransactions. Macro transactions.
Okay.
That's just my 2 cents. It's also it's not meant to be a super actiony game. It's a tactical game. It's a think about what you're doing and more of a pseudo sim, since mechs don't really exist yet that I know of or will mention.
They're all hidden underneath Japan anyway. So.
Japan and Korea.
Oh man. Anyway, so I haven't been playing too many games other than those. Obviously, my gaming experience is vastly skewed onto only those because, like I said, I've been working really, really hard. The last manager pretty much screwed the pooch, and I've been cleaning up after him for the past 3 weeks. And
sounds like it was a messy venture.
Very messy. Just pooch everywhere. Just on the walls.
There's a leg over there.
Screwed pooch in the cabinet. Like, there's just so much pooch everywhere. And I kind of feel like an asshole saying it that way. So, oh my god, I walked into the room, you can smell the pooch.
You could just smell a really bad pooch bleed. Just sounds dirtier and dirtier as we go on.
Oh, I'm good. Don't laugh, you idiot. It's gonna make me laugh more.
I'm totally gonna text that to you at some point when I know you're at work. Just smell a bad pooch bleed. What's that smell in the air? Oh, he must be at that place that he works at. Because there's a bleed in the air. It's really hefty.
Oh, that's so awful.
I'm glad I haven't eaten yet. Because that just brings the nastiest image to mind. I don't know if any of our viewers out there can sense this.
Come over to my job. I'll serve you up some hot, stanky, screwed pooch.
Can I get that on ice? With soy milk.
Oh my god, you're so gross.
I'd also like a shot of espresso.
Just to pick me up after that.
To help it go down easier.
Oh my god. Oh, anyway, get off that subject. Off the subject.
All right, let's talk about news. News.
News. Do you have any news? Because I don't.
Well, because I've been, what I generally do is when I hear something that kind of excites me, or I'm playing a game or anything, I'll make a little note of it on the notepad that you get on Windows 7 and all that stuff. So I do have news. Some of it might be a little out of date, but there is news. So
Okay.
you heard I was talking about, and you sounded excited about me talking about the Secret of Mana franchise.
I'm not excited about it. I just endorse it.
Well, interested. You're interested.
I'm not interested. I can't add any freaking.
Kiss my ass, pooch screw.
Oh, why don't you kiss my pooch, ass smeller? Yeah. Yeah, right back at you.
This is a terrible argument. So, they're coming out with a new game, and I'm not sure much about it. I don't think there's that much news related to it.
Okay.
But a new Secret of Mana game called Circle of Mana. Now, I'm not quite sure. They don't have, like I said, they don't have many details about it. They're being kind of hush-hush until more develops. And I'll look this up later to realize that they they sent out a lot more info since the last time I looked. But it kind of sounds like they might make it it'd be interesting as an MMO or just the next Seiken Densetsu game. But that's just a title that's just been popping up, Circle of Mana.
Okay,
So that's exciting. On speaking of MMOs though, Nexon, a big producer of free-to-play games like free-to-play MMOs like Dungeon Fighter Online, which is a beat 'em up MMO, and just a whole bunch of games, is coming out with a Ghost in the Shell MMO.
Okay.
Ooh,
Ghost in the Shell MMO. Why?
Ghost in
Why-
the Shell is it's almost cult classic in its anime.
I know
rendition.
what it is.
I'm just saying, because not everybody knows what it is.
Yeah, and most of the people who watch it don't realize the Major's actually a dude. Yeah, I ruin shit. Makoto Kusanagi is a man. Enjoy your masturbating. That's alright, I made the mistake.
Just
too.
ruined my day.
I ruin all the days.
Ruined all days.
All
Anyways,
days cur-
That's a
Yes.
thing that's coming out that piqued my interest. I actually haven't seen Ghost in the Shell in a long time. I saw the first one that came out back in the day. Standalone Complex. I started watching. I never really finished that one. But
Should've.
it's one of those things where the game is coming out, so I'm probably going to start watching it again just to kind of reintroduce myself to the world. They used to have a PlayStation game that sucked ass. It was terrible.
Yeah,
It was a horrible
I'm
game.
glad I never bought it because man, I always remember seeing the ad for it to get it imported.
Uh-huh.
It was always fucking $100 goddamn dollars.
You know, it was a terrible game. I don't know why you would need to import it though.
Because it came with a wall scroll, or well, no,
I see.
because back then, right? There were, like, you had specialty gaming stores. They would import it for you, but on the back of, like, you know, your electronic gaming monthly magazine or your Nintendo Power or whatever, they would always have like these distributors that would act as middlemen and would, you know, import a game for you, and they were always just retardedly expensive. I'm talking like, you know, back in the day it was like $30 for a new game. God, I feel old. But if you wanted, you know, like, yeah, if you wanted Final Fantasy VIII, right, $29, $29.99. You wanted the Ghost in the Shell import game.
What makes me feel sad is that Final Fantasy VIII doesn't really feel like back in the day to me.
It should feel back in the day with you. You're only a few years older than me.
Oh, when I think of back in the day, I think of Nintendo.
Well, like that I think we should have covered on our nostalgia episode was
What's
back in the-
considered classic nowadays?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, even in terms of music, right? Like, it's disgusting, but some of the stuff that, you know, technically Linkin Park is classic rock. Don't
Well, they're
tell
still
anyone
they're
that.
still coming out with new stuff though.
That's fine.
It's
But so
different,
is
but-
Motley Crue.
Point.
Right. You two still making music? I'm just saying. like when you start hearing like fucking like some fucking new Green Day shit on a classic radio station. Green Day is classic rock now, right?
Well, Green Day's not even punk rock anymore.
I,
With the stuff that they come out with, anyways.
I said classic. Well, I'm not talking about.
Classic
you know,
is like a sub-genre, if you really think about it.
I think it's still a generalized genre. All right, it's still generalized. Classical music, right? We're talking about your Beethovens, your Bachs, your you know Slipknot, but just throwing that out
oh
there.
yes, when that Slipknot plays, I feel my intellect just growing and.
Yeah, don't you? But what I'm saying is like we're old. that's what I'm saying. Even though we're not actually old, we're actually still very young, very healthy guys. But man, back in the day for us, the latest of the back in the day kind of thing we're talking about here should be the PS1 and the N64, right? Because technically we were pretty much adults when the PS2 came out. Okay, so I was a teenager when the PS2 came out. Ignore that. I was still a grown man. Because see, the 3 generations ago should
that,
be
guys.
considered. What's up?
I
Or what?
just
What'd you
started playing something and it would play in the
Wow,
stream.
wow, you're
Not a
dick.
game. Not a game.
You
I'm
were doing
looking-
something else other than listening to me.
I am
Now
listening to you, but I'm looking up other something I was about to comment on. I didn't want to say it without being right.
Okay. So like I was saying, since the PlayStation 1 and the N64 were technically 2 generations prior, or 2 whole generations prior, they should be considered classic systems. Right? Think about it. The Nintendo wasn't considered a classic gaming system until the N64 came out.
I suppose you are right. They are dated.
The same thing with the
It's
Nintendo.
it's weird to think of. I don't know. The 2000. I still feel like it's early 2000s for some reason. It doesn't even feel like it's gone past the first decade to me when I really think about the year. The only thing that brings me back to reality is all the idiots that thought the world was going to end.
Well, whatever. I didn't think the world was going to end, but I was really trying to get my dad to invest into a lot of gold. True story.
Okay.
Because if the bank software shut down, then all money would have been erased electronically.
You mean in 99?
Yeah, in 99.
I'm talking about the 2012 end of the world thing.
Wow, we really got to work on that.
Well, that's what I was saying. That's what makes me realize that it's past the first decade of the 2000 because of the latest end of the world thing.
Because you're only 2 years late on the first part of the decade.
It's still past the first decade.
Anyway, is it Wow, really? Final Fantasy VIII was released 11/12/1999.
Could have been the last Final Fantasy ever.
Could have been.
But no bank software, no apocalypse. The first disappointment.
The first of a long line of unfortunate instances of that stuff.
I wonder when the next end of the world is supposed to be. This last one seemed very lackluster. Are you Nostradamusing a new prediction?
No, I'm not. I'm trying to think about what I want to eat after the show is done, to be honest. But I have no next doomsday thing. I'd leave that for other crazy people. I ain't got time for that shit.
Alright, well then I guess I'll go on to the next bit of news.
Go ahead, let's go. What's the next
So, The Secret World is a MMO that I've been really interested in playing. The only problem being that I've heard kind of bad reviews about it, and I didn't want to play something so involved that had a subscription to it.
Okay.
Because I knew that I would go in and out of it if I did start playing it. But recently it's gone subscriptionless, so it's more on the Guild Wars kind of thing where you pay once and then that's all you need to do.
Wow.
I haven't gotten it yet, haven't tried it yet, but it is definitely on the list of things to do.
Okay.
Planet Side 2, a first-person shooter MMO, like a super massive, like 10 times Battlefield kind of combat, where you could have hundreds of people fighting hundreds of people, although I'm told that's very difficult to do at points. Anyways, recently came on Steam as another free-to-play, if I didn't just mention that, because I'm talking myself in circles here.
Yes, you are. Oh, actually, sorry, I need to interrupt you. Just realized this. I bought Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition with all the DLC.
Is that which one? The Super Street Fighter 4?
Yeah, Super Street Fighter 4.
Oh, we're gonna have to have combat.
We're
going to have a combat.
Don't want any.
Oh, I'm terrible. I'm already gonna tell you. I suck ass at it, but it's still fun as hell.
I'm gonna say I'm not really good at it either, but I still have all my experience.
You don't want any because you'll be bored really quickly.
No, I was actually gonna say I still know the mechanics of it because it follows very closely to Street Fighter 2.
So is it gonna be you don't want any because I'm gonna be jabbing, jabbing constantly?
It's gonna be you don't want anything because I'm gonna use highly efficient, very meaty things to kill you. There's not gonna be really any combos. It's just a beat down with no semblance of skill.
You know what? That's how we played in Street Fighter 2. That's how we're gonna play now.
Oh, it's gonna happen, but I can't play it yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm very specific. I'm unfortunately no longer a controller player, so I need.
Are you trying to learn the keyboard
joystick?
Joystick. I was always terrible at 2D fighters with a joystick. Could never get it right. I would always accidentally hit diagonal up when I meant sideways or whatever.
Sorry. For me, the way it helped me was I listened and felt clicks. So the clicks on the joystick part. So like, let's say you're trying to do a dragon punch, right? If you didn't hear or feel 3 clicks, left, down, left, down, left, or right, down, right. Like if you didn't hear a click, 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 then you knew that move wasn't going to fire off. That's the problem with the arcade sticks is obviously there's a whole bunch of other games going around you. You can't hear it.
So you have to Stevie Wonder it and try to feel for it.
And then Dragon Punch. Anyway.
How many groups can we offend this day?
Let's see. Offended Asian people.
It's okay, he won't be
watching.
watching.
No, we've already offended everyone. Actually, no, I haven't offended shit. You've offended everyone with your school thing that I'm not going to say again. Insensitive prick.
That flowed well. That's good. Golf clap.
Yeah. So, all groups covered today. Wow, that was pretty easy. Just hit that check mark right there. But yeah, I did have to buy that, and I'm sorry I interrupted you, and I don't know if I threw you off track. So continue.
It's okay. I'll get to the next point.
What's the next point?
Have you ever played? Did you ever have a Saturn, or know anybody that played on Sega Saturn?
I did have the Saturn. I had one game on the Sega Saturn.
What game was that?
Dragon Forest. That's the best air guitar I have. But yeah, I played Dragon Force, and it was kind of RPG RTS thing.
Was it like Shining Force-esque? Because I thought there was a Shining Force that ended up on Sega Saturn.
There was a Shining Force that was on.
Or was that Sega CD?
Oh, might have been Saturn. Let me take a look at it.
Well, while you're looking that up, the point I was trying to make is there was a very, very popular, well, kind of cult popular. It didn't become super popular, or rather, it was the game that was supposed to boost the Saturn forward, but it kind of fell short with all of the competition it had at the time, called Nights into Dreams.
Oh god, that fucking game.
Yeah, that game was re-released recently, HD version on Steam, so you can relive the glory all over again.
Everyone should remember Knights. That's of our generation. It was the breakout title of the Saturn.
Yes, it's supposed to be like the Mario equivalent or something.
Yeah, and it had every like teenage girl just ranting and raving about how fucking cute and effeminate that fucker looked.
When when androgynous really hit Japan, started with Nights into Dreams.
No, actually, when androgyny first came over to here, because to be honest, like, androgyny was all over Japan prior. Yeah. Nights into Dreams.
Alright, well, I guess I will mention a couple more bits of interesting news on my side to not overstay my news welcome.
It's alright. We can also break for whatever at any time, not hinting at anything.
Do you need a break before you go into your news segment? Because I don't have much to say after this.
Absolutely. We can go into a small fiver, tenner. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll mention 3 more things, and then we can go and break. How's that? Hey, yeah. The only reason these are going off is because you keep thinking of something to say, which is perfectly fine. I'm happy with that. But you're only delaying your own ramen inevitability.
No.
Because you're not having ramen?
I'm not having ramen. Like, I want to go out and get some food, but that's not going to work. So I'm probably going to go to Safeway after the show and buy something.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, after this show, and it's probably not going to be immediately after, we are going to live stream some League of Legends so that Mr. Boo can figure out what the hell to do in that game under Omni's great tutelage.
Absolutely. And by tutelage, I mean mediocre at best. But
yes, that's how we roll here.
Stomping low levels like it's fucking nothing, though.
Okay, so the 3 bits of news. Party of Sin, a game that, in my personal opinion, from what I've seen from it, looks a lot like Trine, except with kind of a darker twist to it. Instead of the mage / thief / sword fighter guard type man, you can switch between 7 deadly sins. They all have their own unique ability, and I think it's you can do up to 4-player co-op with it, but they all have their own ways to get around specific obstacles, and also have individually, or I should say, a kind of co-op ability between each of them if you're playing multiplayer.
Is it anything like Full Metal Alchemist?
No. No, because
I would just play Lust all day.
This one kind of
Lust and Wrath all day.
You might want to, anyways. But in this game, the premise is basically you're in hell and you've decided you don't want to be in hell anymore, and you all 7 of you decide you're going to break out of hell, all the way up to the gates of heaven and kick St. Michael's ass or something like that. It looked really interesting. Definitely not for the wee babies, but something that definitely piqued my interest. Another thing that kind of piqued my interest was when DayZ was out and all that stuff, and apparently it's coming up with its standalone, so you no longer need the combined operations of Arma 2, which makes me sad because I never actually ended up playing DayZ, even though I had. Anyways, came Warzy, which initially I thought might be a free-to-play thing because it had the same pay-to-play beta, or pay your way into the beta that MechWarrior Online did, and had a founders package and all that kind of stuff. Actually seems more like it's going to be a fully fledged, buy it type of game instead of free to play, was released a little bit early on Steam earlier this month. I think it was this month, where everybody thought it was a completely complete game and you're paying money for it, but came out with all kinds of ridiculous glitches and parts of the game that just weren't there that were supposed to be. But
Okay.
it was released early. It's still in, I think it's beta that it's still in. And everybody got refunded for that. But supposedly they're going to take a huge hit to their income from the people that did get their money taken, even if it was for a little bit. Although I find it very interesting. Oh, there are tons and tons of bugs in it, and certain systems I don't know if I agree with, but it is still beta, and I'm gonna wait until it comes out for the full version to make my judgment on it.
Mm.
And my final bit of news, I don't know if you'll be interested in this, or you might be. The Devil May Cry remake is coming out pretty soon at the end of January 25th.
Oh, Devil May Cry.
That's right. I remember the very first, like the first day that the first one was out for buy, and I bought that shit up and I played it, and it kicked my ass because it was kind of hard. But I suck at that kind of game, just like I suck at any kind of game, but still fun. I am really excited about the remake. At first, I was a little skeptical though, just because they changed the look and they changed the story. It is a reboot of the story, and Dante definitely looks a lot different, but from seeing trailers and all that kind of stuff, I'm pretty interested now. I don't know if it'll just get added to the list of million games that I want to play, but
Mm.
it at least has my interest. Anyways, that is my news for this segment, and we will be taking a short little break for all 3 million of you that are watching. We will be back after he feeds his face.
Hell yeah!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back from break. You should be able to hear us perfectly fine now that it's no longer muted.
But if you were wondering, I was talking with a cupcake in my mouth, and it was delicious, and probably made me look like I was really fat or something. I don't know. Ah. So, my news.
Yes, now that we're back, let's get back with some news force.
My news. I have some unfortunate thing. I actually don't have any news. Is that okay?
It's okay, it's only been a couple of months. What could happen?
Well, I mean, like I haven't been able to read on anything. I haven't looked forward to new releases.
Nothing exciting coming up in the world of League of Legends?
More practice with my my team. More ranked games, but it's not like.
No, like special tournament or anything?
No, we're not flying out. I would love to go to Las Vegas for IPL, but it's a money and time issue. Like, I'll be able to afford it, but I don't think I'll be able to get the time off.
Mm.
Yeah. I just want to go to Vegas anyway. I'm not even gonna play LOL. I just want to go to Vegas for whatever happens in Vegas things.
The last time I was in Vegas, I wasn't legally allowed to drink.
Did you drink anyway?
No, I was a goody man. I didn't start drinking till I was 22.
Nah, you kid.
But to make up for that, you did see me at my drunkest. I've never been more drunk than that before that or after that.
Damn right. I just have an aura of giving people better alcohol tolerances. Yeah.
Or worse, I can barely handle a beer nowadays.
Really?
Yeah, it's terrible. It's because you're not around.
Yeah, it's because I'm not around. It's like we'd at least go out once a month, right? Just hit up a Lou's bar in San Francisco and.
Shit, we used to do it like once a week.
It's true. But I think it was all fuzzy to me, so I kind of.
It's one big blur of
I think
college town and.
Yeah, we actually only went to Lou's bar once, but it was probably at least 20 times.
It blurs into one experience because it never really was a different experience every time we went there, except for the pool game maybe.
Hey, the
There's
pool
always a
game was
different pool player, like that really grumpy old man.
awesome. Oh yeah. And then Lou finally kicked him out. That was pretty good.
What
Actually,
did he?
I like.
What was the sound that he made? He made like a sound or something. Or woof, or something.
Oh yeah, it was like whoop, like
Whoop.
yeah. It was, he was
Don't
just-
know why. It was just crazy old man. That's San
It-
Francisco though. That's the fun part.
Yeah, and then you had the random Argentinian like really hot chicks that came and played pool with me. That was great.
That tried to distract you using means I will not.
Oh come on, this show's rated fucking 18 up. Like, yes, they were trying to show me their tits, and I gladly accepted the offer. However, did not let it detract me from
Winning the game.
making the shot and winning the game. But I sure the fuck did take my time aiming the shot. I just had to get the air just right, focus right down the way. All too-
Luckily, they were lined up with the hole.
Hey, so I'm
Which
just,
hole? I'm not gonna tell you. I
think
just didn't know if you wanted your girlfriend to hear that sooner or
Oh,
later.
I think it's implied that I've seen boobs in my time.
That's true.
It's not. She shouldn't feel jealous for what happened in the past.
Never know.
Now-
Never
now-
know. I'm
now-
just trying to look out for you.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Now, if I went to the bar, like if we hung out right now, and you were like, "Hey, remember that girl that was like flashing her boobs?" I'm like, no, I don't. No, that
Okay,
never-
how different Lou experience. Remember
Yeah.
when you got your hat?
Oh, that's right. The cake.
Man just gave the hat to you.
You know, all right, for the folks at home, me and Mr. Boo here are very special. Lou's bar is actually a bar.
That wasn't at her bar though, was it? That was a different.
No,
place.
it was down the street. But I'm trying to give some backstory to the
Okay.
listeners, Mister. I'd like to interrupt you. It's a lesbian bar. All right, it's middle of the Mission District in San Francisco. I won't name it for obvious reasons, but we hung out there, right? And the first time we ever hung out there was awkward as all hell. It was two straight dudes in the middle of like
It's pretty weird.
Dikey McDike Town. I don't really know. Like, I guess I could say lesbians, but you
There
know.
were other straight guys there, but they definitely had
no.
an agenda there.
No. No, they were not straight. There was a guy with fucking assless chaps and no thong.
No.
That guy
There
did
was a
not-
man there whose like sole mission was to try to turn as many lesbians as he possibly could, and it turned out to be like 0. Him and his girlfriend were trying to hook up with somebody there. I remember that.
I don't remember that because I was drunk.
Yeah.
Anyway, down the street from this lesbian bar, there is a gay bar. It's called Glitter. Oh, I just gave it away, but I figured it adds to the flavor.
If it's gay, it's okay.
It's alright, man. so we went. Me and Mr. Boo. We were like, yeah, fuck it. What the hell? We'll go here. You know. It was getting a little bit awkward. I don't know why it got awkward at the lesbian bar, but we went to the gay bar, and
Which might as well have had like a porn set in the bathroom just because of all the porn on the wall.
yeah, there's a lot of porn on the wall of the bathroom. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're talking about we went in there for like our last shot or whatever because we're about to go home, and this poor, like super like shit-faced drunk gay guy just falls out off of the bar stool, like, and no one fucking helps him. Right, 0 people help him. Just like they're all like, I don't know, caught up in whatever world they were in, and like me and Mr. Boo helped this gentleman up, and we escort him to a cab that was waiting outside the establishment, and he gave me his hat, and I tried to refuse it, and he.
I feel like he said something, but I don't remember what he said when he was giving you that hat.
No, he's like, "It's fine, honey. Shh." I remember that because like he tried to give me one of these. I was like, "Oh no, it's all right, thanks. Oh, you don't have to give me the hat."
I don't know where that one's been.
Yeah, and he put the hat on me. I was like, she was trying to give me the put his finger on my lips. I was like, oh yeah, cool. Hey, thanks for the hat. And that's how I got a free, pretty nice hat actually. So
it suits you. It goes well with your coat.
It does, but it wasn't. Oh, I actually do have that coat. I don't know why I have that coat in Hawaii, but I have that coat with me here.
I don't know. Does it get cold?
Not cold in the sense of like San Francisco Bay Area cold.
I've only ever been there in like the spring, so
there's been one time where I've been chilly, and it's not. It doesn't.
It's like, ooh, it's only 80 degrees.
It wasn't like, oh man, it's chilly. I was like, man, it's like 6 in the morning, and really stiff breeze that hits your feet that are unfortunately outside your blanket, and that'll be it. So that is the story of Gay Hat.
Gay Hat, is that what it's called?
I don't know what else to call it.
Put your GH on. It's time to roll.
No, I mean, like, I just don't understand why. Like, was he like just fucking up, like in the bar that no other person wanted to help this guy? Like, we were only in there like 15 minutes at the most.
That hat really has a secret map in it that he bestowed upon you for being such a gracious soul. The map leads to a treasure, but unfortunately you moved away from it.
It probably leads to another gay bar.
It actually leads to his apartment.
Right. So no, we're good off that. But that's how I did come up on an $80 Kangol hat from the Mission District of San Francisco.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have one bit of. It's not gaming news. It's actually just random news that makes me happy. So I'm just gonna say it anyways.
Go ahead.
And did you ever? Well, okay, it's happy and sad at the same time, but I'll get to that. Did you ever watch the Ghostbusters cartoon?
Like way back in the day.
The real Ghostbusters cartoon. I saw a bit of it like a couple of years ago, and I realized that it is still as entertaining as hell to me. Like, it's as entertaining as the Ghostbusters movies to me. It's still one of those, you know how most cartoons, you're like, oh, it's a great cartoon, and you watch it again, and you're like, this is shit. What am I even watching this for? This was not one of those moments.
Okay.
So, I ended up, just like a Xenoblade, I saw that they came out with a complete edition of it, where it's like a pack that comes with every single episode they ever aired. Okay. But it's, like, ridiculously expensive. At the time, it was $100. For this cartoon that came out in the 80s.
Okay.
But it is every one of them, and there's a whole lot of them. So I thought, I'm not going to pay $100 for that. Mm-hmm. So I got interested in it again, probably because I was watching Ghostbusters, the Ghostbusters movies again. I got to watch those every now and then. I just have to do it. I love those movies. Anyways, so I looked it up. I was thinking, I'm going to get this. I got a little extra Christmas money. I'm going to buy me some Ghostbusters. I looked it up, and just like Xenoblade, no longer distributing it, or they're no longer creating it, rather. And everybody is trying to sell it for like $800.
Okay.
Makes me want to, kick myself for not buying it earlier. $160 was the cheapest I could get it, but it was used.
Okay.
And then there was like $200, $300, and then there were a couple that were in the lower hundreds, but I would look at their cart and they'd be like, oh, it's out of stock. We'll let you know when it comes back in stock. Or, it's been out of stock for months. And I don't remember what magical website I went on to find it for under $100. But I found it and I got it. And it'll be arriving in the next week or two. And after my One Piece marathon, because I gave One Piece a chance, and I'm on episode 500 and something on that one after like a few months. There's going to be a real Ghostbusters marathon, and that's just one of the little things in my life that excites me, and I share that to you, the viewers.
Okay.
There you go. There you guys.
Well,
take it and go.
Okay. So that's it. Shall we get to the gameplay? Because I got nothing else.
Okay, so for those YouTubers that are watching this all the way through on YouTube, and it looks like we at least have one other viewer.
That's Gibbles and Chris. Shout out to the distinguished back alley gentleman.
Oh, that's your new buddy on Is that
Yeah,
the same?
we played Terraria together one time.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Hello again. I'm sorry. I'm forgetful and a terrible, horrible human being. So, people watching this on YouTube, it will be this is going to be the end of the show, and we will upload, or I will upload our League of Legends gameplay, probably piece by piece, depending on how long it takes, separately on a different day than the day that this comes out. But for those of you viewing, in a couple hours we will start playing the gameage.
The game.
So I will post another tweet on when that starts and probably put that on Facebook.
And I am going to go to Safeway and get some motherfucking food because I'm hungry.
Motherfucker,
Gibbs.
not just any kind of food.
Yeah.
Just
Gibbs,
be-
if you want to
be
roll
fucking
with,
mamas.
dude, I'm pretty hungry. You can go get some food. I'll wait for your response in chat. Oh, scrape my elbow. Cool, I'll meet you over there.
Nice.
You're wrong there. I'm sorry, Chris. I have to put you on blast for that.
Meet you over THEIR.
IER.
IER.
Yeah, it seems.
Meet you over there.
There.
I'm
We
just
love
gonna
you, Chris. I
don't-
will see you over there.
don't beat me
and
up on Gamage.
To the fans, thank you for being so patient. I'm sorry we couldn't put out the best possible show. I'm just glad we could put out a show
After
to begin with.
after this great long wait, I know you've been waiting with bated breath for the latest episode, and it is coming to you, right? Well, okay, you watched it, so it's already come to you. So, but another one will be coming to you later in life. At some point.
Let's say next week.
At some point. Anyways, to you YouTubers, thanks for watching.
Wait. We have to do shout outs, dude.
Oh, well, see, this is how long it's been. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know what I am. I don't know who I am. I don't know what to do.
Do you have anyone to thank? Any company, any game, fucking a favorite muffin that you
I haven't had any muffins. I want to. Okay, shout out to Martin Yan. Thank you for feeding me so much and making me fat and sassy in China while I was
I knew
there.
the racial thing was going to come up. I knew it.
I have to say it. I was in China. It was an experience. I liked that experience, except for the. I got sick towards the end. But other than that, it was fun and enjoyable. I saw many sights. I ate a lot of food. It was good stuff. If anybody has any questions about that, you can put it in the comments, and I'll make a separate video about it. Otherwise, I probably won't mention it. Though I do have a couple of... I took a few videos while I was there. I may or may not upload, but we'll see.
All right. Chris wants to shout out to Pokemon for being the best Game Boy game ever, even though he's currently addicted to Yu-Gi-Oh!
No comment.
Hey. Hey, that's his shout out.
I know. It was the joke.
I've already... This will be the third time I've shouted out to the distinguished back alley gentleman. I just got to keep shouting out to them because they're all...
Till they shout back. You
Yeah,
just keep
they're
shouting.
They're all deaf, apparently, so fuck it. I keep on keeping on, play good games. Let's go to Vegas, please, so I can go to Vegas.
Everybody drink more coffee and tip the people a lot of money that you buy the coffee from.
That too, even if my particular kiosk doesn't accept tips.
Oh, because it's
It's safer that way.
it's safer that way.
Oh my god. So if that was not
That
a
was-
huge hint,
That was pretty awesome, actually. I like
that-
that flowed
I-
pretty well.
I couldn't get away from it, actually. It's like the episode of Family Guy who's like, Peter Griffin. Oh, crap. Yes. Happy. I already wished them a happy anniversary on their day, but my parents got married on the 24th, so for Christmas they gave each other marriage. Happy anniversary. I'm
Happy
just trying
Christmas Eve
detract
to them.
Yeah, so shout out to Mom and Pop. Yeah, be together for all 125 years so far, I guess. I don't know. It's probably about that.
Seem pretty lively for. I've never met him, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, I've described them to you. Like I actually look a lot like my mom. All the Asian features. My dad looks 100%. Well, he is 100% Mexican. He still rocks the pompadour.
That's fine.
My
mom,
the doo-wop, right? Like Dapper Dan.
The big perm.
And like he'll get it too. Like he has a certain way of just kind of framing it.
A Lou Diamond Phillips kind of.
Yeah, exactly. exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see. Shout out to Darcy out there in Chicago. I miss you. Gotta fix that somehow, some way. I'm working on it. But yeah, I don't want to get all sentimental because I don't want to show all 5 people of our audience what a sweet guy I am. I don't want to get all mushy.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. They'll eat you alive.
Because I'm supposed to be the hard ass on this show.
I'm just the asshole.
I am the literal rock bottom.
Bedrock. Bedrock.
It's safe. Anyway, I think that'll do it for mine. We will see you guys on the League of Legends side. I think Mr. Gibbles will also accompany us on a low-level account so that we don't drag you in with the sharks. Because we'll fight the sharks, but you'll get eaten alive.
I'll be running around in circles trying to figure out where my feet are. That's probably how that's gonna go.
Right.
Although I did play the tutorial already, so you guys don't have to hold my hand throughout the whole way.
Right.
So I at least know that I can click on things.
We're gonna at least hold the shit out of your hands.
So go click over there. No, I'm serious. Click over there. Oh, you see that? No, yeah, you shouldn't have done that. You just.
All right.
Anyways,
wait. Actually, no. I'm gonna give you the first lesson. All right. We're gonna go with the first 3 principles of League of Legends.
And the viewers will realize how terrible I am at following directions. Go ahead.
All right. First rule: don't die, ever. Second rule: always last hit. Third rule: check the shit out of your minimap. You do all 3 of those things consistently, fucking, you're already better than at least 80% of the people that play this game.
All right, if you can just give me that God code.
Yeah, it's simple. Don't die. Get the last hit on minions, and look at your minimap.
So I'm probably gonna start with a ranged class.
Sure, we can do that. In which case, you just really have to not die, get the last hit on minions, and look at your minimap. Sounds.
I'm sorry. What was that? One more time.
You're gonna have to look at the minions, get the last hit on die.
Don't minimap. Alright, I will try not to minimap as much as I can. Anyways, Merry Christmas, everybody. Or Merry Belated Christmas, Happy Early New Year. Or Belated New Year, depending on when I get this out. I'll try to get it out in, well, no. You probably won't be able to see it till after New Year. So, Merry New Year, Happy Christmas. Follow me on Twitter at UtterlyMrBoo. And for more videos, well, you're already on my page, so if you're watching this video, you know where to go for the rest. Just click on my little name, Utterly Mr. Boo, and it'll take you to the rest of the videos, past, present, and future. Okay, not future yet. But
it'll fast
in the future, it will take you to the future. Anyways, thanks for watching.
Alright, give me a countdown so I can put my hand to the camera like I always do.
3, 2.
Nice. I gotta make another comment about scratching my balls. Are we still live?
Yeah, you're right. Now I'm fucking itchy. Thanks. You got internet crabs or some shit.
It's all the porn, dude. It's all the porn.
It's all that fucking pooch screwing. It's just thick in the air. You can really just smell it. Oh, it's so dirty. It's so dirty. I can't get. I need a scrub brush on my brain. I almost feel like I can smell it, and it's just terrible. All right, good night, everybody. Oh, actually,
Oh shit, we were still alive. Holy crap.
goodbye for now, everybody. We'll be broadcasting later for stuff.
GBFN, motherfuckers.